Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one we're talking about the inevitable, perhaps, and I say inevitable the way I do because I just don't know. I don't know, but it seems like, as they say, all roads lead to Tom Aspinall for a Jon Jones, that is. We're going to talk about the potential of this fight happening in 2025. What does this mean if this fight actually happens? Because I think it's really like 70% chance. Let's just say that of this fight actually happening. We're going to talk about the potential of this fight happening, and if this fight happens, how will it unfold? Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, so we can get our community 1,000 subscribers ASAP. That's much appreciated. Jon Jones, obviously leading up to UFC 309, expressed his disinterest for the Tom Aspinall fight time and time again. I don't think that has to be said. It's very clear, and he expressed his reasons why. People may interpret it however they want to interpret it. I don't think necessarily, personally speaking, that he's scared of a Tom Aspinall. But excuse me for saying this, and these are Jon Jones' words, he's just not a big enough star for this to happen. Now, let me add this to the latter statement. If the numbers make sense, and obviously that's what the fans want, right? Obviously, that's what the UFC wants. So everybody kind of wants this fight. I was kind of shocked. I thought people would be more in favor of the Alex Pereira fight, but I'm going to explain this as well, the Alex Pereira fight happening. Now, if you're a Jon Jones, you're looking at everybody like, you guys really want me to fight this guy? Okay, I want $50 million. And if you want to make the fight happen, you got to give the guy what he wants. At this point, Jon Jones can retire, and he has nothing to lose. I think everything to gain, actually. I think Jon Jones, the brand, can probably venture out into other avenues outside of the UFC. Something like a Conor McGregor. Perhaps he has to call Conor McGregor and get some advice on what possible things that Jon Jones can do. Now, obviously, Jon Jones is a big enough brand to venture out into whatever world Jon Jones decides. So he has to understand that. I think he understands that. Hopefully, there are people around him that understand that. So if you're a Jon Jones at this point, obviously, you want to fight Alex Pereira because that fight makes sense. Alex Pereira did things that Tom Aspinall hasn't done, like conquer 2 divisions, and obviously do it in a short period of time. Same age and what have you, and similar size. That being said, okay, if you're a Jon Jones, you're going to fight Tom Aspinall. You guys think I'm scared of him. I'm not. And I'll show you that I'm not, but you have to make it worth my while. What is worth my while? I'm just throwing numbers out there. $50 million. $50 million, I'll fight Tom Aspinall, and we're going to do it again in Madison Square Garden 2025, first half of the year, right? If you're a Jon Jones, you prepare well for this fight, you're going to do probably exactly the same thing that you did to everybody else, just because Johnny's Octagon IQ is second to none, with no disrespect to the interim champ here, but you make your $50 million and you can still fight Pereira 2025, latter stage of that year. Say that Pereira is still in the mix in terms of being the name that he is, which I don't see that going away anytime soon, even though I like to see the latter move up to heavyweight ASAP. I think after the Ankalaev fight, that's probably going to happen, win, lose, or draw for Pereira. So, in all honesty, you're Johnny. You're saying, hey, you want me to fight this guy? Okay, I'll fight him first half of the year, Madison Square Garden again. $50 million. $50 million, we're going to unify this. We're going to give you guys what you want, but it's going to be $50 million, right? $50 million. You fight Aspinall. You get the W with no disrespect to the latter here. But, obviously it's a fight. Anything can happen. I'm not taking anything away from the interim champ. But and there is a big danger for, obviously. The high percentage of danger for Jon Jones in that Tom Aspinall fight. It was obviously higher than the Stipe fight, even though the Stipe fight was a dangerous fight as well. That being said, you're Jon Jones. You get your $50 million. Fight this guy first half of the year, 2025. Hopefully finish the fight early. With no disrespect to Tom Aspinall, I have to say that time and time again. But we are talking about the GOAT, right? Johnny Bones Jones. And end of 2025, you welcome Alex Pereira to heavyweight, and you fight Pereira for your last fight ever, making 2025 a record-breaking year for Johnny. And, retire, perhaps, at that point, if everything goes well and everything goes to plan, undisputedly the greatest of all time. Or GOAT, as they say. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.